Hi to all. So I just thought I'd bring you guys along, see where I'm up to with the BSA, and we've got the engine and the gearbox back in the frame. Yeah, nothing too dramatic. It's only nuts and bolts and a few ties. Yeah, it does look well. Cleaned up a lot of the few bits and pieces, you know, the intermediate gear and the cams. Need to tighten up the half nut on the end of the crank. There's your oil feeds for your cams with the serrated lock nuts behind. Gearbox in its holder. Yeah, I think the next safest thing will be to get the cylinder head on and de-risk anything dropping into the cases. I just need to clean up a bit of the well seal that's oozed out. But yeah, a lot of the nuts and bolts, sorry, the studs, the nuts and the studs, and the washers are, I think, originals. All it is a tie, a stud, nut, and a spring washer. And that's it. That's what it said in the book, anyway, in the parts books. Cylinder heads here. I greased that up when I got it back to stop it rusting. Painted that with some VHT. It's supposed to be matte black, but it's come out more of a satin. I used the high temperature primer and the aerosols. Yeah, I wanted it less shiny than that, to be honest, but it'll be fine. So yeah, and that's now plus 60. So I think we'll get him on next. And the studs for the cylinder head, I need to give them a little clean up in the blast cabinet. Just clean the threads up. Yeah, finally making some progress. So I suppose we'll give it a little obligatory turn over. Oops. Try not to hit the conrod on the cases. Like I say, there's no play in that whatsoever. It's all lined up properly and moves freely, so we'll leave him there. Back he comes. Put that one there. I hate it when you see the comrods hitting against the cases. It doesn't do them any good, I think, plus it bruises the conrod on the case. So yeah, one fiddly thing with these gearboxes, I didn't put any oil in it. There isn't really there's obviously a drain, but there's no fill, and getting a spout or a funnel in there will be a bit fiddly. I suppose I could take the case off, but I've put well seal on that, and I'll probably destroy the gasket if I take it off. Okay, so keep moving on. Yeah, so the studs are tie downs for the cylinder head. I've just put them in the. I'm lucky enough to have one of those little blast cabinets, just to clean the threads up a bit. I could blast the whole thing and replate it. Again, I've got some of those the DIY electroplating. But again, if I make these all nice and well, you can do various things. You can try and recreate like a flat zinc finish or a flat zinc nickel finish. Would probably be better. But again, a couple of these are quite chewed up, so I'm going to leave them as they are for this bike. If I go and make them too nice, it'll not fit with the rest of the motorcycles. So yeah, like I said, I've just cleaned up the threads, and we're going to put these in and go from there. Okay, also just quick little look at this JP piston. If you read on the forums and the threads, these do People say they're a bit heavy, and compared to the the Hepolites and the originals. But this is all you can really get now. So yeah, we are going to run with it. This is a plus 60, you can see. We got just checking the piston ring gap. We've got a nice, if that'll focus, got a nice piston ring gap there. You just see it. I've turn some light on, not going to see it. There. But yeah, we've got nice 8 thou piston gap. So check both of them. They're both exactly the same. Sorry guys. Oh, there we go. We got him. So yeah, I just used the piston just to push the ring down into the bore. So we'll clean this to within an inch of its life now, and we shall get the piston onto the conrod, we'll warm it up, and yeah, see you in a second. Okay, so just about to put the barrel on. Got the piston secured with its wrist pin and the retaining clip. I can't remember what you call these. The funny G style, E style clips, or whatever they're called. But yeah, got the rings on, all clocked. The studs for the cylinder head. The only problem with this setup is, obviously I'm going to put the barrel on with its gaskets wherever he's gone. Obviously you can't tie it down because my cylinder head's not ready. I forgot about that, but the nice thing about well seal is it does remain flexible, so it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, we'll I haven't got a clamp for the piston rings. I'm just going to tease them in with a little screwdriver, tiny little screwdriver, just gently work around them all. I have had it on, it will go on. Probably won't now. I've put gasket sealant and well seal on, but yeah, we'll get the barrel on. And yeah, keep moving forwards. Oh, the only other thing was, I did put about, I poured maybe 300-400 ml of oil just to give the pump something to scavenge when it first starts up. I thought that might be a good idea. Okay. Okay, so got the cylinder head on. Not too much of a chore. Just got to go around very gently and tease the rings into the barrel. There is quite a good chamfer lead in, so it isn't overly difficult on these. It certainly didn't need a clamp, if you will, to help. So yeah, a little bit of oil just on the sides of the barrel. Yeah, the cylinder. And the well seal oozing out of the gasket there. Like I said, the only problem is with these barrels, they won't clamp down, but it should be fine as long as the well seal and the gasket doesn't get contaminated with any oil or anything. So yeah, the other problem I've got now is I'm still waiting for the cylinder head. I sent the cylinder head off to another engineering shop. When I was having difficulties getting the crank back, it needed new guides and the valve seats cut in and new valves. Again, I kind of wish I'd have attempted it myself, to be honest. But yeah, so that's the other bit I'm now waiting for. We'll go on and trial fit the magneto, and obviously the clutch side. But yeah, progress is being made. There we go. Okay, so I just couldn't resist just putting the magdyno on and seeing where we're at with that, lining it up and everything, and I pretty much managed to get it bob on. This wear was from previous years when it's obviously all got a bit loose and started moving. But what I've done is put, as I discussed in another video, this will focus. Yeah, I've put a little metal copper, soft copper shim just in there. And I've put some 1/2 mil washers on the rear pins for the magdyno, and that's brought it up. This is all tightened up now. And that's pretty solid, you know. I'm really happy with that. Thought that was going to be more of a chore to line up, but that shim there, a little bit of copper, there he is. He's gone again. Focus you. There we go. It just helps it tighten up to it. These have all been cleaned and oiled, so everything works as it should. So yeah, happy with that. Seal to go on. I might just rub down these numbers on the back so it sits better. I was going to put some blue Hylamar all around this to try and help with the seal. Fail. And then obviously the pinion, which I'm going to clean up. Yeah, there's a bit of wear on there, but yeah, we're going to run with it. Some of these do pop up on eBay now and again, new old stocks. I shall lap. I already have lapped it, the taper. That's been taking a few bit of beating over the years, hasn't it? Remember, this magneto is a remanufactured one. You know, it's been done, it's been fixed, so it's a good mag. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't take long when you start putting these things together. Yeah, we need to get a seal gasket on the fit on this gearbox, get some oil in that. Obviously we've got quite a way to go, but yeah, keep watching and yeah, not long now.